Good evening, lovely people. I managed to get on perfectly on time. I don't know who is going to make it here today, but we'll wait a few seconds, 1 minute. How's everyone? How's everything? How's life? Today is spring equinox, Chūn Fēn. Does anyone feel the spring? Can you feel the spring in the air? Why am I wearing a hat? Yeah. Let's keep my head warm. Hey, Angus. Welcome. You made it on time. I think you're the only one. Shall we start? And if people turn up in a bit, then it will be that'd be great. But if not, oh, thank you. Even if it's just us, I'm very happy that you're here to keep me company. How's the weather over there? I don't know where you are. I think you told me, but I can't really remember. I hope everywhere is getting warmer now, hopefully. So, today is not only is the spring equinox where you have the daytime and nighttime but perfectly balanced. It's like if we're looking for yin and yang, today is the symbol of balance. Yeah. But not only that, this year's spring equinox falls on the second day of the second lunar month, which traditionally we call it a dragon rising, or more literally, when the dragon raises his head. It's about this time that's we have some traditions related to. So you trim the whiskers of the dragon. So you're supposed to have a haircut and or dye your hair red. It was a great start of the year. So I didn't dye my hair, but I'm wearing a red hat. Hopefully it'll bring a good fortune to this year. Yes. And also you're supposed to have some we call it 龙须面, the dragon's whiskers noodles. It's very thin noodles, and dumplings represent the dragon's ears. Yeah, yeah. So it's covered pretty much everything, and you're supposed to go have a good walk, warm up the body. Hey, I know someone's just turned up. If you don't mind, just say hi. We're just having a quick chat before we start our deep relaxation. It's really interesting. The other day I was reading an article. It's about when you whatever you do, don't try to fight against people's what is the word? Don't find the people's expectation. Let's say it. So if you're a doctor, when you try to present yourself, you should wear your white coat. So apparently I didn't really dress for the occasion. As a Daoist wellness provider, I probably should wear something not this formal. But yeah, that's how I dressed today. And I put this jacket on just because I'm cold. I think it's more tuned into how my body feels rather than what what I should represent myself. Anyway, it's my 50 cents of what I learned today. Yeah. So we do have people still turning up. You can say hi in the chat, or you can stay, well, keep it to yourself. That's, I won't feel offended. This really is a very casual place. And before we start, I have some news to share with you. You know, I like, so this is the space, the online space. That's the place I can chat, not with you, more to you, but I share the wisdom of the 24 solar terms, and I prepare and do my study, do my homework, what we were supposed to do or try not to do to avoid to follow the season. We're trying to encourage this kind of seasonal living, because we are part of the nature. We are not living um, outside, or it is something we can conquer or change or control. So so this is my place that I share my what I learned, and hopefully can, and if it's any of what I say can inspire you or comfort you, that is us brilliant. That's the best feeling. And on the other hand, I do offer in-person practice. The moment I have this weekly class, that's Daoist Flow on Wednesday in Canterbury, and some Yoga Nidra workshops in Worcester monthly. I try to offer this called it's kind of a, it's not a diagnosis, but get to know you better based on the five elements, and that is located, and it's you're carrying with you the day you were born. Share some wisdom or what I learned from that, and based on that concept, I am going to start a regular social salon, let's say, let's call it, or social club. We will have this traditional Chinese tea. Over the traditional Chinese tea, we are going to have a casual chat. It could be we could talk about a topic, or maybe not too much about the news, because it's not exactly that's the best time in the outside world. So maybe hopefully we will find a little bit, a little solace, a little comfort, supporting each other. So if you're interested, let me know, or either text me or email me, or just follow the Instagram or any social media. I will let you know. So basic is an in-person casual gathering. There will be soon, maybe the beginning of April, start doing that, and I will have more. As soon as I have more details, I'm going to share with you. So, if you're ready, let's begin today's deep relaxation. So, spring. I don't know about you. Spring is one of my favorite. Can I say one of my favorite season? I think I like it all different kinds of seasons, but spring somehow give us a sense of a new beginning. And today is the same. This is spring equinox is compared to a month ago, well, more than a month and a half ago, when it's the beginning of spring. This falls on the 4th of February. Around that time, although it's called beginning of spring last month, it's still feeling very cold. But this week the weather was gorgeous. We just spontaneously went to, was it Folkestone? Yes, I went to Folkestone yesterday because it was just feeling so nice. Yeah. Walks by the sea, walk to the harbor arm, or the lighthouse, and the sunshine. Even as when there's still a little bit wind, it's a little windy by the sea, but it's you can feel the warmth now. It's everything feels it starts to give you more, get you a little bit more, you become a more optimistic, which is the sense that we need right now. We really need some kind of a positive vibe, and if we can't control and can't change the situation out there, we can start with ourselves. It's either you start with affirmation in the morning when you wake up, you either you go brush your teeth or you dressing up, or find some lighter color. Don't have to be as bright as my red hat, but some lighter color that will lift your mood and be the light, be the change that you want to see. And we don't underestimate your power. Uh, Little change, little little change may start a big revolution. You never know. Right. So I don't know if you're already all set for the relaxation, and if not yet, go get yourself the most comfortable seat, chair, sofa, or lie on your bed. Don't have to be on a mat. Yeah. And maybe just feel around. You know what? Well, full exposure. I'm going to lose my belt because I had I had dinner and then somehow when I sit down, I feel a little bit restricted. Oof, better now. If you feel the same, you can change into very comfortable or even PJ. Yeah, get yourself completely comfortable. You feel relaxed, not restricted the movement. Yeah. And if you decide to sit down, put your feet on the ground. So make sure your feet on the ground comfortably. You can even put a little pressure and you rock on your feet, rock over your both of feet, and drop the heels down and lift your toes. Have a little wiggle. And if you are lying down, as you rock, as you swing your feet left, swap your feet left and right over your heels, and feel circles. Yeah, do a little movement. So in a moment, we're going to close our eyes, but right now, you don't have to. You can even just intentionally look around your room, and maybe you find, sometimes when we're alone or in our own space, the first thing when we look around, we spot the things that's not that perfect, maybe a little messy. You don't need to do that right now. Yeah. Find the things you see that give you the most comfort. Maybe a little picture, maybe a cushion, your favorite pen, or the light. Something that is familiar and comforting. Notice. Notice the thing first, and then be curious at how that object make you feel. Sometimes I have a lot of um, what do you call it? Stuffed toys. I got a hairband that have ears. Sometimes I feel a little silly, childish, but um, not in a way that I'm criticizing myself, but even make me feel foolish. I feel it's quite cute. Maybe they're just my inner child, this little 5 years old, peeping his head out. So find an object and be curious how it makes you feel. It could be a memory. It could remind you of someone or something. Explore. Explore the objects around you and be aware of what the objects make you feel. Be curious. And if you notice something make you feeling uncomfortable, just uh, just kick it out, shut it out. You don't have to, unless you want to explore the the emotional sensation that is give you a little discomfort. You know you're safe. You know you're safe and there's nothing rush you and tomorrow is the weekend. So sometimes be brave to explore some emotions that's or feelings that irritate you even a little bit and increase our tolerance. So I don't know what you've been focusing on, or have you switched subjects, objects already? Let's move on to something else. Now this time start to notice the shape, the color. If it's within reach, the texture. Find something and notice the shape. Is it a round on the edges, or is it a little sharp? The color. Is it bright color or muted color? And if it's within reach, you can feel the texture. Then if it's beyond reach, it's quite far from you and you don't want to move, imagine the texture. Good. And now let go. Let go of the object. Either you put it down or switch your attention back to your feet. Are your feet on the floor? You feel grounded, supported, feel how stable the floor is under your feet. Or if you're lying down, you feel the heels touching the ground, your feet, the toes, all the toes relaxed completely. Take a big inhale. Let it out through the mouth. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Good. And the last one, where we intentionally expand the rib cage to take in the air. Breathe in. On the exhale, I want you to completely relax the body, sink into where you are now, be it a chair or your bed, your sofa. Completely relaxed now. Draw your attention to the top of the crown and a sense of relief from top of the crown spreading through the back of the head, back of the neck, shoulders. Your shoulders drop one more level and down through the shoulders, the elbows, the hands, and down through the spine, the back relaxed. And sinking through the spine to the base of the spine, the lower back. And the hips, hip flexor completely relaxed. Now the legs, feeling heavy. Knees soften, ankles. And the feet. Breathe in. And breathe out. So if not already, your eyes are gently closed now. Close the eyes, the eyelids feels heavy. The eyes feels relaxed, completely relaxed. The heavy eyelid, like the most comfortable cushion. Relaxing the eyes, relaxing the face. And the breath. The breath becomes natural. No need to control the breath in any way now. Simply let it happen. The body knows exactly how to breathe. What is the best way to breathe for this occasion? To your mind to cool. Rest now. Everything happens naturally. Notice the breath. Just like when you're observing the object just now. Observe your breath. The sensation of the air touching the nostrils. The temperature. The subtle change of the temperature maybe you can feel. When you breathe in, the sense of a cool, coolish air touching the nostrils. And seconds later, when the air travels through the body and come out again through the nostrils, the temperature changed. The sign of being alive. The sign of life. Stay with the breaths and noticing. You see any other details you notice? the texture of the air, maybe. Hard to describe because there's nothing like it. Nothing like it in our life. Nature. Never been forced. It's always there. Like something you can rely on happening in the background. Breathe in and breathe out. Now stay on the topic of the breath, so notice the rhythm. The rhythm of your breath. So if you're alone, you observe your own breath, the rhythm. And if you have company, maybe if you're close physically, you may observe their rhythm as well. Maybe there is a chance you can observe mine. I would love you to observe my rhythm, but I don't want to make it too forced. It's a little weird breathing deeply and loudly into the microphone. So, and now finally, the sound of the breath, sound of your breathing. Very subtle, most of the time that's undetectable, or you just, again, like background music. You don't pay attention, it's just there, like old furniture. So now pay a little attention. A little sound. Is it always continues, or there's a pause in the middle? There's no right way or wrong way, or the perfect way. It's so natural. Like breath is something with or without you notice this it happens. Really, I think that's a very it's a great quality. Maybe we can learn from it. You know, as humans, we do things. We want to reaction. We want to get feedback. We rarely do things that it doesn't matter whether we'll have cheers or criticism. We just do it anyway. It's quality we can learn from the breath. no matter what, it carries on. And that is a quality that we all have. Interestingly, the more you know, the more you pay attention, the more you notice. We have a lot of great qualities. We don't usually um, give ourselves credit. So let me tell you, you are perfect as you are, and you are the only you out there. You're unique. You're celebrated. You're welcomed, accepted, loved. You're safe. And you're free. Yes, you are. No doubt about it. Good. Now we expand the awareness, the attention to the whole of the body. If you come to my practice, you know we always go through the rotate of consciousness throughout the body. So you know what's coming next. Yeah. And you will know that you don't need to do anything. The only thing I ask from you is do nothing. Just collect your consciousness, your awareness, and your sensations, your senses, and direct them to the areas been named. To feel the area, get connected. But you're connected while you're never separated. With the realization that you're connecting with the part of your body that's never separated from you. How cool is that? Let's do it. Start from your right hand thumb. Draw all your attention to feel the right hand thumb. You can even move it a little bit, although I said you do nothing, you don't need to do anything. But, as I said, you're in control, you're safe, and you're free. So you are free to do anything. As long as it's not feeling disturbed, it's disturbing your relaxation, yeah, be playful. Right. So we only just starting to rotate the consciousness through the body. Now you are at your right hand thumb. We all move on to the index finger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger, palm, back of the hand, wrist, lower arm, elbow, upper arm. Now we arrive at the right shoulder. Pay a little more attention, especially if you well, it's been a long week, you feel a bit tired, your shoulders feel tight. Pay a little more attention and almost like let your consciousness, like the little soothing balm, and wrapped around your shoulders. Good. With that feeling, travel down under the armpit, side of the body, right upper leg, back of the leg is under that part, touching the floor, touching the sofa, to the knee, front and back, lower leg, shin and calf, and then right ankle now, heel, top of the foot, sole of the foot. You can even pay a little attention around the balls of the foot and extend to the right big toe, second toe, third, fourth, and a fifth. The entire right side of the body now all been named. The shoulder, the arm, the elbows, all the joints completely relaxed now, resting comfortably. Well done. Let's move on to the left hand side. You start with the left hand thumb. Draw all your attention there. Again, if you want to be playful, if you want to gently wriggle the top finger, feel free to do so. But you don't have to. You can be completely still, only use the consciousness to explore. So we carry on to the index finger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger, palm, back of the hand, wrist, lower arm, elbow, upper arm. Let the shoulder now with your soothing balm, wrap around the shoulder. The area connects towards the neck, top of the shoulder. It's Friday now, and it's the beginning of the weekend. So we can completely relax now. Follow down under the arm, the armpit, side of the body, right upper leg, the bottom part is touching the floor, and the knee, front and back, and the lower leg, the shins, the calf, down to the ankle, heel, top of the foot, sole of the foot, and sense the ball of the foot, left foot, and extend to the toes, to the big toe, and imagine you can separate and be aware of the second toe, third toe, fourth and the fifth toe separately. It may take a little practice, but you can. With patience. Maybe you're doing it, maybe not today. It's all fine. You're doing perfectly well. Now, entire left side of the body completely relaxed now, resting. Very, very comfortably. Good. You carry on to the back side of the body. Start from the buttocks. Right buttock, left buttock. See if you can relax the big muscles now. Tailbone, base of the spine, the sequence and the pelvis, the connection. So lower back, from the lower back to the base of the spine, the tailbone. Again, I'd like you to imagine your some soothing balm being rubbed around the area. This heating sensation. You know, the majority of us, at some point in life, will experience back pain, discomfort, with tenderness. Sometimes it lasts a short period of time and we can shake it off. Sometimes it's constant. So with our mind power, we can manage the discomfort. That's a skill we can practice and master. So now we can all sense the relief. You suddenly feel light, warm, and comfortable. Uncomfortable, so comfortable around the lower back now. You feel so light. Every dis-ease been smoothed out. The gentle rub start working. You feel warm, almost like you can feel the bright light radiating from there. Magical. Feel free to stay a little longer, or you can come back with your newfound power. And now let's move up. Go through the body, rotate our consciousness up to the mid-back, and then upper back. Right shoulder blades, left shoulder blades, center of the shoulder blades. Back of the neck, back of the head, top of the crown. Well, let's take a little moment, a short moment, with the crown, with the head, the whole scalp. This interesting sensation now, you start to suddenly, the scalp feel more sensitive, like you can sense the energy around you. Not in the way discomfortable, uncomfortable, but in a way it's more awakening. Feel the sensation around your scalp. It's almost like you can feel when you have thoughts in the mind, you sense the energy flow. It's an interesting concept, but you can physically feel it right now. Everyone might feel differently. Maybe you feel more on the back of the head. Some of us feel more on the top of the crown, but the sensation is there. The skin, our skin, the biggest organ, they have sensors. That's why we like to be touched, gently touched. We feel more comfortable when we have a cuddle with the loved ones. human touch. Comfort us, remind us we're not alone, we're safe. We're loved. We stay with the sensation of the head for a little longer. Maybe it's a newly found sensation you're not used to. You feel a little bit sense of not sure. You feel not sure. If it's overwhelming, draw your attention. The center of the shoulder blades. Settle there. If the sensation becomes a little overwhelming, sometimes when we explore the sensation around the scalp, some of us can feel quite a lot. So if that's you, remind yourself you're safe, you're supported, you're completely accepted. Good, and you're brave. You just set yourself free. Well done. Let's carry on now. Let's move to the front part of the body. Yeah, start from the forehead. To the right temple, left temple, right eyebrow, left eyebrow, and center of the eyebrows. The third eye. Feel the third eye. You may start if you feel quite a strong sensation when we're exploring the head. You may feel the similar sensation around the eyebrow center. You don't have to stay here for long. Just need to remind yourself, open up the eyebrows. Open, smooth out the eyebrow center. Good. Feel the right eye, left eye, right ear, left ear, right cheekbone, left cheekbone, bridge of the nose, tip of the nose, right nostril, left nostril, upper lip, lower lip. Inside of the mouth now, feel the teeth slightly parted or maybe touching. Your tongue resting comfortably in the mouth. Now come out the corner of the lips, chin, jaws, travel down through the neck back to the front of the throat. Right collarbone, left collarbone, right chest, left chest, center of the chest, the heart center. Notice a gentle rise and fall when you breathe. Notice expansion of the rib cage when you breathe. This two movement that is physical, you can feel, you can touch. The next movement, you need to use a little imagination. So now Let's get into our body. Feel your diaphragm. When you breathe in, the diaphragm fall, drop, making space. When you breathe out, your diaphragm become into a dome shape. With your imagination, you see the diaphragm on an inhale, fall and drop, making space. And an exhale, return into a dome shape. Let's do it one more time. Inhale, imagine your diaphragm making space, collecting air. And exhale, return to the dome shape. You're not only imagining it, that is exactly what's happening while we breathe. You can imagine it as a gentle massage of the inner organ, a gentle energy exchange. Good. Let's move on to the abdomen, the upper abdomen, lower abdomen, and these two areas divided by your navel. And then the entire belly. And breathe in. Feel the belly rise like a balloon. And when you breathe out, it will gently fall, become soft, accepting. Even the waist side of the body soften, relaxed now. Let's do a few more breaths like this. Inhale, let the belly rise, expand. Not in a way to force it, more of an observer. Be the observer. And exhale, gentle fall. Notice the rhythm. Tune in to the natural rhythm. Good. And let's connect the whole body together. Feel your right hip flexor, left hip flexor, down the pubic bone to the pelvic floor. Relaxing the entire pelvic floor area. Relaxing the pelvic floor area. Become more open, more accepting. Being open to welcoming support, kindness, compassion, and passion. The pelvic floor area is the base of the pleasure, our desire, the importance of acceptance. Acceptance human race, no matter how flawed we are, we carry on. Making good things happen, bringing kindness. Keep love. Sharing culture. Humanity. The whole body connected together, never separated. Never separated from the calm, peaceful being. Now resting comfortably. As nature intended. Everything in its right way. Your breath, your body, your thoughts. Floating in the most comfortable way. You're safe. You're supported. You are love. You're doing wonderfully well. And in the moment you come back with all the connection, the consciousness, you're back into the body, into the space. Maybe you want to start gently wiggle the fingers and the toes, feeling around. Feel your back into the place, your relation with the space. Maybe roll to one side and pause. Maybe keep your eyes closed. You don't have to get out of where you feel most comfortable. I hope you had a deeply relaxed experience. And today, at the most balancing time, the spring equinox, when the yin and yang in the balance, but not in exactly balance, because we're actually having a little bit more yang every day now. So become warmer, you'll feel more and more optimistic. It doesn't matter what outside world will be. We hold our hope because we have each other. So thank you for joining me today. Oh, thank you so much. And And if you do have, you're interested, you can trim your hair a little bit. Yeah, because you trim the whisker of the dragon to bring you good luck. So, thank you so much for being here today, and enjoy the rest of the evening, and have a happy weekend. And we'll see you next time. See you later.